In this video, you will learn how to set up recurring invoices for customer contracts in tractFile. To promptly bill your customers, tractFile automatically generates invoices. This process depends on the transaction recurrence events defined for each contract. By default, the system uses the transaction recurrence events predefined on contract types when selecting any type in a customer contract form. Alternatively, you can manually add a transaction recurrence in a customer contract when the contract type does not establish it or when the contract needs different parameters. In a customer contract form, go to the Transaction Recurrence section and click on the Add link. In this pop-up window, configure all the required parameters to define the invoicing schedule for this specific customer contract. To change the parameters predefined by the contract type, go to the Transaction Recurrence section and click on the Edit link. Note that in this case, the automatic process for invoice generation will consider this manually added transaction recurrence no matter the contract type previously selected. The automatically generated invoice will be created according to the information you enter in the mandatory fields of the customer contract: customer, contract date, effective date, business unit, and cost center. You can also enter the term in months or the expiration date of the contract and the days prior you want the system to start the process, depending on the invoicing frequency and contract conditions and according to the internal rules and financial procedures of your organization. Once the status of the contract changes to active, after receiving all the necessary approvals, a new invoice is automatically generated according to the defined transaction recurrence schedule. An invoice will alert the finance department that they must complete the billing procedure by approving the transaction and exporting it to the accounting system. This process will repeat in the established frequency while the contract remains in either active or needs review and according to the transaction recurrence schedule. Note that recurring invoices are not generated if the transaction recurrence schedule is not defined. Once the schedule is defined, click Save to complete the setup process. Congratulations! You are now ready to set up recurring invoices in tractFile. For more useful articles and instructional videos, visit us on YouTube or go to help.tractfile.com.